Welcome back to the Immigration Answers Show. My name is Jim Hacking. I'm an immigration lawyer. We have offices in St. Louis, San Diego, and Washington, D.C. Was supposed to be an off day for the show today, but my son's basketball game got canceled. So here we go. Excited to be with all of you. I shot a new video today. We're trying to do some new things with our video. This one's probably going to be about 8 or 9 minutes long, maybe longer. I don't know. And it's just on the 5 biggest immigration mistakes that we see time and time again. I uploaded it for my son Ismail to edit. It should post on Monday morning. And the reason for that is I'll be traveling all day Monday and won't be able to go live. So I think that I'm going to try to settle into a rhythm that if we're live, then I won't post a video. And if we're not live, then I will post a video. We'll see if I can keep that up, but that's sort of the way we're going to try. It looks like we have some people already in the waiting room. Let me drop the link so that everyone can get in the waiting room. Everyone's watching. All the usuals are here. Mariana, Sheldon, Rocio, we's here. Everybody, senior designer is here from Guyana, which, as you all know, is in South America and not in Africa. All right, good. So Rocio was wondering, I hope I'm saying that right, Rocio, was wondering when her removal of conditions would get receipted. So I think based on what I remember, I think she filed on February 1st. So that's actually pretty quick. So that's exciting. Alex is here as usual. Denise is watching in Texas. Everybody let me know where you're watching from. I probably usually on Saturday, we don't get as many people in the waiting room. And if you want to type your questions today, I might be able to squeeze some in. Here's the link. Please remember, this is a public forum. Still have people surprised that this is on television or on YouTube. I don't know how that is, but they are. All right, Wisconsin, West Monroe, Louisiana. I think I've been there, actually. Marina from Florida, and Sean is in Stafford. Is that in England or in America? I don't know. Miss MT is in New Jersey. Deshaun's back. He has a question. I have important questions about green card residency and the 6-month rule. Okay, well, lay him on us, Zishan. All right, Pittsburgh, PA in the house. Represent. All right, here's the link, everybody. Let's go ahead and get started. Looks like Omar's waiting. Hi, Omar.
Hi. So, yeah, thank you for all your videos and all of your advices. Well, straight to the question. I got married in August 2020, filed in September 2020, and then I got the interview for December 14th, 2021. We went to the interview. It wasn't a good interview, but we got approved. Like as soon as I got home, thinking it was really bad, I got notification that my case is approved. Everything is good. I received the green card like a week later, but it's backdated. It says that I'm resident since exactly 1 year before the approval date. I went for consultation with an immigration lawyer here in Orlando, and he told me not to worry about it, and I can just go and file for the I-751 90 days before that expiration date on the one that I received. I've seen videos for you saying otherwise, that I have to send it back and file the I-90. So
well, don't send it. I would file the I-90. I wouldn't send it back until they ask for it. If you wait, they'll ask for it right when they're ready to issue it. So you'll only be without it for 2 weeks instead of 9 months. So I would file an I-90. I'd point out their error. I'd tell them not paying the filing fee. They'll probably send it back to you and say, you didn't pay your filing fee. And you'll have to send it back to them and say, this was your mistake, not mine, so I don't have a filing fee. Then they'll receipt it. And then
I even called USCIS, and they told me that someone is going to call me to schedule an appointment at the Orlando field office. And then they can tell me if there's something wrong and what to do. That immigration lawyer that I met with on Thursday, actually, he said not to go and just act like nothing is wrong, and just 90 days before submit the I-751. And the worst thing they could do is that they would reject it, but they may just
that's not the worst. That's not the worst thing they can do. What they could do is receipt it, keep your money, and then reject it. saying that you're too early.
Oh, okay.
Or
Okay.
even worse, I know this doesn't sound like it. They could give you the green card, the 10-year green card, a year too early. Then when you apply for citizenship, you're all screwed up. So this lawyer gave you bad advice.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Just want to make sure.
All right, Omar. Always got to keep your record clean. You want it to be the right way, okay?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
All right, buddy. Yep. See ya. All right. Somebody asked me if I do more than sue, right? I think they're talking to me. Yeah, we don't just I just sue. That's all I do. That's all my team does. That's the only immigration law stuff I do now. I sometimes will go to interviews, and I certainly consult with the team on cases, but I don't handle day-to-day immigration cases all that often anymore. I do sue though, and it looks like we might be getting a new lawsuit case from Morocco. I haven't sued them in a while, so this will be fun. Hi, Marina.
Hi, Jim.
How are you doing?
Stressed. I was
Why are you
talking.
stressed?
So my story is like this. I think I was telling you the story about my situation in the comments, but I think maybe you were busy, didn't reply.
It's hard to
So
keep up.
I was. Sorry.
It's hard to keep up when I'm talking to
Yes.
people too.
Yeah. So I was on J1 here in the States as au pair. Do you know this program? As a nanny. Yeah. So after 4.5 months, I got married with my boyfriend, and I left my program. We applied for adjustment of status, and yeah. So we started to live together. But then I am a flight attendant in the past from Qatar Airways, and I wanted to always to work in Emirates. So I applied like long time ago in September, and they were not replying me. And then after we adjusted the status, they took me as a flight attendant. They gave me a job offer, and I know that some people they have like worse situation in the immigration, but our case is not that serious. We didn't do any mistake yet, but I would like to go and work there. And we have a lawyer, and she said it is possible, but I'm not really satisfied with her job. Like, she's not really helpful. So do you think if I leave the country before having this travel document, do you think it's going to be a really big mistake?
Yes. I mean, I'm just the immigration lawyer. All I care about is the immigration case. So I know that people have real life, real world concerns that sometimes are more important than the immigration piece, right? But just as the immigration advocate and the advocate for your case, if you want a green card, you should tell Emirates Airlines to wait until you get your green card.
No, they will not wait. That's the point. They have a policy like one-time chance, and yeah. But me and my husband, like, he's in military, and he for example, right now he left to some deployment, and I'm waiting for him. So we were thinking like he might wait for me as well. Like 1 year he will fly to me or something. So
well,
it's
remember
possible
too.
for.
I mean, the thing that you applied for is a permanent resident card. If you're not going to be residing in the United States, it's almost like you filed too early. So, not that you knew that this was going to happen, but I mean, I would say that I'd really be pushing this if I knew when I want to reside in the United States. That's the thing. It sounds like even if you had your green card today, if you're flying all around the world and you're not here very often, that's its own set of problems. So I think you need to figure out, what do I want to do with my life for the next 3 years? Where do I want to live for the next 3 years? And if I'm not going to be living in the United States, then maybe just focus on getting the I-130 approved, and then focusing on getting you back.
So which is fine. Like, we can wait like 1.5 years. I can still be out of the country flying over there. But then my biggest fear is, what if they're gonna reject us and they will kept us for 3 years or something like that? Is it?
Well, it'll screw things up. If you leave without advance parole, it's going to screw things up. That you filed it and you told them that you want to adjust your status here in the United States. As soon as you leave, they're going to say that everything you abandoned and that $1,225 that you paid for the green card, that's all abandoned. All you would have left at that point is the I-130. Then you have the more serious problem of, you're married to a U.S. citizen, you've demonstrated immigrant intent. So how are you going to get back into the United States the next time you want to come? That's the real problem.
So I was thinking to move my case to the embassy or in Dubai, and like to go from there.
Yeah, but I mean that I would say that there's a good chance that you have trouble coming back to the United States over the next year and a half, 2 years while you're waiting for that visa interview because you said I want to reside in the United States and then you quickly left the United States and in their mind abandoned your application. So you've already said I want to reside here, which means they won't want to give you a non-immigrant visa like a B1, B2 anytime soon because you've already said you want to come here and live here forever, which is inconsistent with a non-immigrant
You mean
visa.
travel visa? B1?
Any visa, yeah, travel,
Yeah, I have those visa. I have travel visa for 10 years.
right? But they could revoke it because you're married to a U.S. citizen and they think you just are not. You're all over the place, and I think they might not let you back in. I'm not saying it would happen. I'm just saying it might not happen.
Like you mean never, or during one and a half?
Until you get your immigrant visa to come.
Yeah,
So
which is fine for us. Like we were thinking, like
Okay.
1.5 year, like he will come to me and we will travel the world or something. But the biggest fear is like, what if they will never give?
I don't know. I just know from an immigration standpoint, it makes things a lot more complicated if you leave now. You have other real world reasons and other real world issues that that sort of come into play, and you just got to make your best decision. What's
Okay,
good.
and then the second question: in case if I stay here and wait for that 9 months travel document, at that time I can leave, right? It's like for 2 years or 1 year, right?
No, that's after you get your green card. Once you get your advanced parole, you're going to have a green. If you don't notify them that you don't want to proceed with the green card, you're going to have a green card interview at some point. So you can't just take that advanced parole and then go live out for 2 years. That's a different form.
No, not 2 years. Like I was thinking to come sometimes. To the States.
Yeah.
So like this is it allowed?
Yeah, you wouldn't want to have any trips more than 6 months, and you got to keep an eye on your immigration case because they're going to want to know where you are and what your plan is.
So basically, if I have this travel document, I can come. I can leave the country for 6 years, for 6 months. You said, right? Sometimes they say 1 year.
No, that's for when you have your green card. You don't. You're sort of trying to be too cute with stuff. You're sort of trying to get everything, and I'm telling you, you probably can't get everything you want. You got to make a decision. It sounds like you've already decided to me. It sounds like you're ready to go. You want to go to get the job. So then just do that and let the chips fall where they may.
Yeah. Probably I will not go there because I don't want to screw everything up. But my question is like, once I have my advanced parole, like for how long I can?
That's for a couple week trip. That's not for long-term staying outside the United States. Remember, you've told them you want to reside in the United States. That's the thing. So going and living, like if you get your advanced parole and you leave up until 3 days before you have your green card interview, that's going to piss them off. They're going to say, why have you been outside the United States for 6-7 months? Why haven't you been here? They're going to be like, what the heck?
So one of my friends, not friends, a person I know that she has the same situation from Kazakhstan. She also left for 4 months, and they let her in. They let her back.
Oh, I'm not saying they wouldn't let you in. I'm just saying they give you trouble at the green card interview or whatever.
Okay. Well, I don't care about the green card interview much. Maybe later on I will get, but the only thing that I care to let me in the country. Yeah, that's the point.
All right, Marina. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, see ya.
Bye.
Bye. Let's talk to Mohammed. Hi, Mohammed.
Hi, Jim. I had a question like, how much is the time for a U.S. citizenship application to be processed in Chicago?
I think about a year.
A year. And do I have to go for a fingerprinting biometrics?
Maybe, maybe not. Depends if they can reuse your old biometrics.
Oh, so it's under 1 year processing time or over 1 year?
Around. Why? Are you going somewhere?
No, I'm not going. I continuously resided in Chicago for the past 5 years since I got my green card. I never went abroad.
So I would say that, Chicago's one of the busier immigration offices. We've seen them go a little faster, a little slower. Your name is Mohammed, so they'll probably discriminate you and slow your case down a little bit. But I would say somewhere around a year to 14 months, something like that.
Okay, thank you, Jim. That's all my question.
Bye, Mohammed. See you, buddy.
Bye.
That was easy. Let's talk to Lal. Hi, Lal.
Hi, sir. How are you?
Good. How are you doing?
Thank you for taking me because I'm waiting for like couples of days every day online and wait for you pick me.
I haven't seen you in there. I haven't seen you in there, but okay. How you doing? What can I
That's
help you
fine,
with?
sir. Appreciate you pick me. So I have an asylum case pending like already 5 months or 5 years, and now is going to 6 year. And so my question is I expedite my case, and like on I received the notice from USCIS. They reviewed and approved my expedite. So what's the mean? They will be make a decision, and they what they will do?
Have you had your interview?
No, sir. Still, I don't have it.
And when did they approve your expedite request?
So on 21 January.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if you've watched the show before, I don't believe much in expedite requests. I don't believe them when they say they've approved them. I don't believe them when they say they expedite things. You might get it sometime in the next few weeks, but don't hold your breath
So I already get the Homeland Security letter, and then is saying reviewed your application and approved.
for
It's
expedite.
saying yeah for expedite request.
But what I'm saying is they tell people all the time that they're going to expedite their case and then they don't.
Okay. I so they will not send me any letter because it's already like 2 weeks is gone, and then I didn't get any letter for interview anything.
And you might not for 6 or 8 months. I mean, I don't believe them. What I'm saying is I don't believe in expediting. I think it's bullshit. It's not real.
So how about amendments, sir? Because I see your videos.
Yeah, I mean, you made an expedite request. They said on the 21st that they'll grant it. I mean, I'd give them a month or two. If nothing happens, then call us back and we can file a mandamus. That'll get you your interview.
Okay. Thank you, sir. I will call you.
Bye,
Appreciate
Lal.
it.
See you, buddy.
Bye.
Yep.
Bye.
All right. That was Lal. Let's see what Kay has to say. Hi, Kay.
Hi, Jim. How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Hey, Jim, I have a question for a friend.
Okay.
So, this friend was here in the United States. He has visitor's visa. He's been here twice, and then he went back last year, and then he was coming in again this year, but he got detained at the airport. And then what they told him was that he bought a ticket, which is one-way ticket instead of buying both like in and out. So he bought only one-way ticket. So they asked him what it what is his mission here in the United States, and then he told them that he's here to visit. And then they asked him that you've been here last year, and then you're coming here again. So why didn't you buy in and out ticket? You just bought in. Do you have anybody here? Like, so what happened was that he has a girlfriend here that they're trying to get married. Okay. So he couldn't get in, and then now they took him back to his country, and then they gave him 5 years ban. So is that any way that he can come back to the United States since he doesn't have any relative here in the United States?
Well, I mean, if the marriage or the girlfriend is real and they got married, she could apply for him, but she'd have to go over there and get married. And did they so this is what I talk about a lot on the show. People don't believe me when I say that CBP sometimes turns people around and makes them buy a ticket. So he had to pay for his own way back to his home country, right?
Yeah.
And he probably got detained for a while.
Yeah, he got detained. He got here on the 15th of January, and then I think he got back. He was detained for 3 days or so, and then they took him back to his country, and then now he's in his country. But he wasn't married to the girlfriend here, the
I
one that
understand.
he fell in love with. He wasn't married to her yet.
Well, I mean, that's the trouble with trying to come too often. You
Mhm.
have that visa, you keep entering, then they're like, well, you're just trying to live here, dude. So what about, did they go over his phone and figure out that he had this girlfriend, or did they
Yes,
just?
yep. They did go through his phone, and then they saw that, hey, you've been talking to this girl for a while now. Like they saw they saw some stuff on it. So they told him that no, you're not allowed to enter here. But later on, he said the immigration called his girlfriend and told the girlfriend that the guy doesn't want to get anything to do with you. So don't. He said he doesn't want to talk to you.
They lie all
So,
the time. I mean, usually they hang up on me when I try to talk to them. So they lie all the
oh,
time. But yeah, he's in trouble. I don't know if he's ever going to be able to come because they think he misrepresented himself coming on that visit visa and lying about his girlfriend. So I think your boy's in trouble.
Okay, so is there any way that he can get like a waiver or other stuff that you guys can help him out?
He's
But
not
now
even
the
married.
girlfriend.
He's not even married yet. So
Yeah, the girlfriend is planning to go back to his country and then get married to him. So he was just like asking if there is a way out when he get married, he can come back here. Is that a waiver and other stuff that you guys can help him out?
it's a long shot, and it depends how sneaky he was on the misrep. You know, there's lots of different factors. Like, I mean, yes, this is the kind of case that we can handle. No, it's not going to be an easy case. I think the chances of him coming here are 20%. Now, Daniel has a funny quote, and I think it's right. Never book a one-way ticket on a visit visa. That's a good lesson right there. Alex says he's done, dude. I don't know if he's done, but it's pretty close. I mean, I think he's in big trouble, and I don't think they're going to want to let him come. What country is it? Nigeria?
No, Ghana.
Ghana. So Ghana and Nigeria are on their shit list right now. So I think that the chances aren't good.
Okay.
All right, Kay. Thanks for
calling.
I'll
let him call your office. But please put the number back again because I can't see the number. Please post it back so that I can get the number again, please.
You got it. Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Bye, Kay. Thanks for coming on the show.
Bye. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Thank you for taking my call.
Bye, buddy. Let's talk to Zainab. Hi, Zainab.
Hi, Jim.
How you doing?
Thank you. How about yourself? So I have a quick question. So I am here for 5 years with the overstay with the student visa. So would this situation affect my mom and 2 stepsisters to get tourist visa? Even though my mom has her own business, she's retired, she has the amount of money, parties and everything on back home. My sisters are student at the university. So should we don't talk because my parents did? I'm just trying to find option. Like, firstly, they should never lie about this, right?
Mm-hmm.
Correct?
So remember a couple things. One is most visit visas are denied. So forget the fact that they have a sister or a daughter who's in the United States who did not follow the rules. Just put that to the side. Most visit visas are denied. Your sister most likely is not going to get a visit visa because if she's your age or of a marrying age, they're not going to give her a visit visa, right? Because they think that she's going to come here and get married. Number 2, if they look at their records and see that you had a student visa and then they figure out that you're still here, you never came back, or if they ask your mom or your sister, then that's also going to, yes, that will negatively affect their ability to come on a visit visa. So number 1, I doubt they're going to get the visit visa. Number 2, if they find out that Zainab is in the United States and overstayed her visa, that's going to greatly reduce their chances of getting these visit visas. And the third thing we just have to throw out there, I don't think so, but in theory, they go apply for a visit visa, they get denied, and the embassy official says, oh yeah, thanks for telling us that Zainab's in the United States out of status, and then they send ICE or someone coming to look for you.
So since their last names are different, they are my stepsisters, my mom is divorced, what if we lie about it?
Yeah, you should lie. That's a really good idea. You should definitely lie.
They wouldn't be able to find it out, right? Like
they'll never find out, and they'll never get in trouble. Are you kidding me? No, you can't lie. What the hell? You think I'm going to tell you to lie to immigration? You think I'm going to tell you that? I mean, I wouldn't tell you that if you were here in my office, but I sure as hell wouldn't tell you that on YouTube. That's just setting themselves up for future problems. Let's say right now that you had lied to get your student visa. And let's say you marry a U.S. citizen and you apply for a green card. You know what happens? They go back to that or that student visa that you had. They go back to your embassy interview. This happened to me just the other day, where they went back and they said, well, you told the embassy official this, and now you're telling me that, right? So you never lie at any stage to any immigration officer, but especially at the embassy, because that always comes back to haunt you.
Got it. All right, then I think we should cancel the application process then.
I agree.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome, Zainab. Sorry, it could be more help.
Bye-bye.
See ya. All right. This person, listen, guys, you don't need to post the same thing in the comments 40 times. Everybody sees it. It's very annoying when you do it a 1,000 times. If you're $1,000 short from the federal poverty guidelines, it is going to be an issue. You're not going to be able to be the only sponsor. You will need a co-sponsor. I just did a video on this in the last 10 days called I'm just sort of close on the affidavit of support. So no, you are going to need a co-sponsor. It is going to be an issue. All right. Let's talk to Sean. Hi, Sean. You're on mute.
Oh, sorry. Hi, Jim. How are you?
Good.
I have a question. I submit I-751 remove condition and waiting for since 2 months, and suddenly my wife got a medical emergency and she go to the California for the surgery, and doctor said she can stay there for the 3 months, and we live in Virginia. So if in these times we got the interview call, so what we do?
Well, I'm sorry about your wife. I hope she feels better and that she gets the medicine that she needs. What I would say is that, a fair number of 751s get approved without an interview. So you might not have an interview at all. But if your case has only been on file for 2 or 3 months, you're not going to have an interview. If you have an interview, it's going to be another year and a half before you have that interview.
No, I my status already, they scheduled my interview since 2 months.
Oh, so wife's in California and you have an actual interview notice.
Oh, yeah. We wait here Virginia for since 1 year, and we got the online status. They scheduled my interview 2 months ago, and she suddenly have a medical emergency and she go to the California last week, and doctor said she can stay there 3 months.
So do you have a particular day for when the interview is, or they just said online that they're going to send
No, we just waiting for the interview.
Hold on, Sean, you got to let me finish. If we talk over each other, it doesn't work.
Sorry.
So it's okay. So it said online that you're going to have an interview, but have you actually received the interview notice?
Can't receive the notice.
You have not. Okay. And is it Fairfax where your case will be?
They just update my status. They schedule my interview, but they not send the notice.
But where do you where did you have your green card interview, or where do you live? Like, what's your closest field office?
We live in a Virginia, close to the Washington D.C.
Yeah, so it'll be in Fairfax. So your interview will probably be sometime in the next month or two. You're going to need to gather all of your wife's medical records, and as soon as you get the notice, you're going to need to package those records together and tell them that she can't travel until, say, May, and ask them to reschedule it for May.
Okay, so I can go alone with her record.
No, I would not do that, and I wouldn't go without a lawyer. I mean, your name is Sean. Where are you from, Sean?
I'm from Pakistan.
Yeah, dude. You think they want to bend over backwards to make your life easy and give you a 10-year green card? They don't. So you got to be really careful. You need a lawyer.
Okay. And other side, my sister, U.S. citizen, she filed for me the I-130, and it's already approved, and it's in an NVC. Can we do the transfer my case from my wife to my sister?
Why?
Because she don't come for the interview.
Ever?
They denied my, yes, maybe.
Well, I mean, okay, so then you're talking about trying to get lawful permanent resident off when you already had it. I mean, that would be really, really messy. I think the chances of success are low. Not to say it couldn't work, but it'd be really messy.
So if they deny my I-751, we don't go for the interview. Is that effect on my I-130 approved case? Is that effect on that case?
It depends. I mean, the whole thing might unravel. They might say that they might say, why didn't his wife come to the interview? Maybe this marriage wasn't real at all. Maybe we shouldn't have given him the green card at all. Maybe he doesn't have good status. And then if you don't have good status, then having your sister have that application might not do you that much good.
So we need a lawyer for the all case.
I think for all of it, yeah, you need a lawyer.
So you have office in Washington also?
We do.
Okay, so I can get the appointment from there and we can go there.
Yeah, just call the office, or here, I'll give you the email address. and you can email
Okay.
and tell Daniel that you were on the show on Saturday, and we'll go from there. Okay.
Okay, that's good.
Thanks, Sean.
Thank you very much, sir. I
Bye, buddy.
appreciate it. Thank you.
Got it.
Bye.
All right.
Mhm.
Let's talk to Franco. Hi, Franco.
Hey, Jim. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for coming on. How you doing?
Good, good. And you?
I can't complain.
I got a quick question. So, on last April 2021, I filed my 130, 1765, I-601, and 485. So, the 485, it was updated to the case is ready to be scheduled for an interview, and then last when was it November, I have my fingerprints taken, and then I didn't have anything else, no notice at all, no work permit, nothing.
Okay,
What
so
should
let's back up. When did you come to the United States?
2004,
And what kind of a visa did you have when you came in 2004?
a waiver.
A visa
I
waiver?
had, yeah.
And then you've been here ever since. And then
I overstayed. Yeah.
you marry a U.S. citizen?
Yep.
And the U.S. citizen filed an I-130 petition for you?
Yeah. And back on April 2021.
Okay, and then did you say you filed an I-601?
Yeah, because I overstayed twice.
You overstayed twice? So, wait, so you don't file the 601 with everything else, and you do that later?
No, the lawyer that I hired, and she sent the whole package all together. I don't know. And my processing center was the National Benefit Center.
Did the lawyer send the I-130 with the 485 and everything else?
I don't know. It wasn't in my hands. It was in their hands.
Franco,
But-
I think she might have made some mistakes. You should send me a copy of what got filed. I'd like to see it. You never file the 601 with everything else. You wait for them. You have to do the whole thing. You have to do the whole thing in a different order than what you're explaining to me.
Yeah, I think she sent the whole package all together to the. They sent it to the Chicago logbox. That's
Yeah.
the only notice that I have.
But I think she made some mistakes. The 601 shouldn't have been filed, and probably the I-130 should have been filed by itself. The I-130 hasn't been approved, right?
No, no. It says we received. I just checked a couple of days ago. It only says we receive your case. That's it.
Do you have a copy of what she submitted on your behalf?
I should have a copy at my house. Yeah.
Can you email it to me?
Yeah, you can.
Email it to me, and then I'll look it over the weekend, and then I can let you know what I think. But it sounds like things are a little messed up.
Okay. As far as I know, she sent the whole package all to with the 4 application.
Yeah, we can check. Just let me know.
Okay, sounds good.
All right, bye, Franco.
All right, thank you.
Bye, buddy. All right, that was Franco. All right. Let's see what Mohendra has to say. Hi, Mohendra.
Hey Jim, how are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm impatiently waiting. So
All right.
I was really surprised to see that I got a notification that you're having a show today.
Yeah, I wasn't going to. But yeah.
It was a pleasant.
It's a bonus.
It's a pleasant surprise because I'm actually home today, and I said, hey, I'll delay going to the gym just to have a chat with you today. So I spoke to Christina and Daniel on Monday because my wife and I look. The timeline is getting. We had a discussion. You and I had a discussion in January, the second show in January, and you said give it 2 months. But with all the delays and stuff, I think we're planning to go the route of the delay lawsuit with you.
Yeah.
So the discussion with Christina was that but if we don't get anything by the middle of February, which is just a couple of weeks away, we're gonna go ahead. And my wife and I, we're starting to finalize the financing and stuff. But I want to know, I guess I'm using the time on the show to get a consult with you. So my thing is, we filed it in December 2020. We got an RFE in June, and we replied to the RFE, and we got a letter and the status online showing that we're scheduled for an interview. We haven't heard anything on my work visa, nothing on the interview. So what do you think is, our chances going forward?
What field office?
New Orleans.
New Orleans. So your case has only been on file since December of 2020?
Yes.
And you haven't gotten a work card or anything?
My lawyer, the lawyer did not. He only sent application for the work card in April of last year, but I have not gotten anything since.
He didn't submit it all together?
No.
That's weird.
But I got fingerprinted in April.
Everything cool with the marriage?
Yeah, my wife and I, everything is fine. We need to just get this whole thing over with because, both of us, we were in a long distance relationship. My mother, we've had pictures back home from Trinidad. She met all of my family. I came here twice. Two times in 2016. I went back home. She came to my country twice. We have all those evidence. We have Facebook. I'm really good with my mother-in-law, my father-in-law, my brother-in-law are police officers, So it's a legit thing.
Yeah, I would say if we file, I've had a couple lawsuits with the U.S. attorney in New Orleans, and he's pretty easy to deal with. So I'd say go for it. Yeah,
I just wanted to speak with you because I think we're in the final process with our financing. It's really putting a halt on our life. What we want to travel a little bit. I want to be where I can have a job Monday to Friday or something like that, and spend time with my wife. I did not leave my country coming here for a benefit. I came to my wife. We and I were broken up. I came to see if I can fix the relationship. It got fixed, and we decided, look, we'll get married. I came here in August 2018. We got married in January 2019. I spent a couple of months with her, living with some friends, trying to build the relationship back up because we were long distance for 2 years. Sorry, we were long distance for 5 years, but then we hadn't seen each other in 2 years, and that took a toll on us. So It's a legitimate relationship. Now we're stuck with the immigration.
Yeah, and listen, I can always hop on a call, just you and me too. It's just that Christina and Daniel, they're all to shield me from having to talk to everybody. So once someone is serious about wanting to hire us, I'm happy to talk to you and your wife about it. No problem.
Sure.
Christina knows how to explain it all too, though. She knows what's up.
Yeah, I know sometimes, you're busy with one side. I did tell her about the conversations we had in the past, but I would like for all of us to be on the same page going forward.
No problem. Just email her and Daniel and say, I'm out of town next week, but we can do it the week after, and that'll be right in your timeline.
Okay, yeah. I'll have to make sure my wife is available because she's a teacher, and she's busy with a local community college. So I'll make sure she's on that call too.
Yeah, and we can do it on a Saturday.
Okay, wonderful. I'll appreciate it.
Bye, Mohendra. See you, buddy.
Thanks so much.
Peace, brother. All right. We got a K1 stuck at the National Visa Center. What the heck, National Visa Center? Get off your ass and do your job.
That's what I say.
How you doing?
Pretty good. We got a problem. I don't even know where to go with it. Our K1 was approved on June 22nd, 21.
Okay.
It expired October 20th, 2021.
Who said?
It's sitting at the MVC, literally collecting dust.
But who said it expired? Did someone tell you that? Or you think
no, we got the I-797. So it's completely approved. It's waiting to go from the MVC to Nigeria.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I can do the mandamus because it's not an administrative processing.
So when did the State Department receive it from USCIS?
It was checked into the MVC and logged in on July 7th. We have received 2 letters with the extension for 60 days. I've talked to a supervisor twice. I am right now in line to have my case reviewed by a supervisor. They said it could take up to 6 weeks. That was on January 4th that they put me in line. So, I mean, I'm doing everything I can, but
I think you're just waiting.
Is that it?
I can't do anything. I mean, the State Department hasn't even had the case a year yet, so I can't sue them yet. And I would probably tell you to even wait beyond that. So I think you're talking fall before you can really start thinking about suing them.
The MVC?
Because
all they're doing is they're telling me that they're waiting for the Nigeria embassy to accept more batches.
Yeah.
And I'm like, how do you decide who goes over?
Well, supposedly last one in, first one in, first one out, but who the hell knows?
That's what I keep asking. And nobody will give me, the MVC does not give you the information that USCIS does.
Correct. You're just waiting.
That's it.
That's it.
What do you think in your line of work? What are we looking at?
I think that they're on high alert with Nigeria. They're giving out visas like they're stingy as hell, and it's going to be probably towards the end of the year.
Well, even with it approved by the USCIS, they still can deny it?
Sure. They're not going to deny it, but they can delay it, and they might deny it, but I doubt it. They just sit on it.
Yeah.
Because they're assholes.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right. It's all good. All right. Good luck.
You may see me again.
Yep. Thanks.
Thanks, Jim.
There. You got it. All right. Nash has been waiting a while. Hi, Nash.
Hey, Jim. How's that going?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. All right. So, quick background. I moved to the country in 2015 as an F1 student.
Oh, you went mute all of a sudden. There we go. You were muted for a second. Go ahead. You were.
Hello?
Can you hear me? Oh, Nash is out. We'll put him back in the waiting room and we'll talk to Rami. Hi, Rami.
Hi, Jim. Thanks for having me.
How
I have two. I'm doing good. Thank you. I have two quick questions. So I've been married for 2 years and I've been waiting since then. I passed my fingerprints last year, and my case is still showing ready to be scheduled for an interview. I've been with USCIS, calling them all the time, and they're saying just wait. So I don't know if I should have to hire an attorney because they're taking so long, or just keep waiting, basically.
Tell me again, when did you file? What kind of case is it?
It's marriage, I-485.
And when did you file it?
I filed it back in 2020, May 2020.
Oh, yeah, I'd sue him for sure. Where do you live?
Yeah.
Where will your interview be?
Sacramento, California.
Oh, see, Sacramento's pretty busy. Yeah. I mean, you're getting close. You might give them another month or two, try to save the money, but otherwise I'd sue them if you don't hear something.
Yeah, I already put a request for the actual local office. They said it may take 90 days. So basically the 90 days is over now. So I called them last week to put another 30 days to see if they can, do something about it. But I'm still waiting. So I don't know. Do you think should I wait like a couple months more and see if I can?
Wait 2 more months, and if nothing happens, let me know.
For sure. And the second question, so now since I've been married for 2 years, at the time of the interview, do you think they will give me the 2 years conditional one or the 10 years since I've been waiting for, it'll be 10?
Yeah. The only question is on the day they give you the green card, if you were already married 2 years, you get the 10-year green card.
Is it something like by law or is it something up to the officer?
Nope, there's no discretion. It's by law and it's by math. It's just math. It's that if they were to give you a green card, if they were to give you a conditional green card and you were married for more than 2 years, then that would be a defect in the green card and they'd have to issue you a new one with the right 10-year green card.
All right. Thank you so much, Jim. I will wait. If not, I will call your office and maybe start hopefully.
All right, Rami.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. Thank you.
All right. Before I go back to Nash real quick, I just got to put Zara out of their misery. Zara's asked this question like 30 times. People, you don't need to ask 30 times in the text what your question is. I usually don't answer the questions in the text. If you want to ask a question, you usually got to come in the waiting room. But yes, you can make a color copy of your marriage certificate, as everybody in the comments has pointed out. So nothing to worry about. Go ahead and send the color copy. And Alex and UFAM both have volunteered to let you use their copier printer if you need it. All right, let's see if Nash got his audio figured out. Hi, Nash.
Yes, Jim. Sorry, disconnected. Wanted to ask you two questions very quick. So I moved to the country in 2015, F1, had to apply for asylum. I'm from Yemen, a lot of things going on back home. Still pending since 2016. You know what's going on. No interview, nothing. I also applied for the TPS. It's designated for Yemen, and I granted it. Been away for 6 years from my family. I applied for the advanced payroll, and they approved it. The I-31, I think 131, got approved. But I've been advised not to leave the country under the TPS and asylum. So what are your thoughts?
I agree.
Like no chance, because again,
No, you might sue them to try to get a decision on your asylum case, but I would not leave the country with a pending asylum case in TPS. That's like barely here.
Got it. Yeah, the TPS has been granted, but not the asylum.
Right.
Another second question. My wife joined me from Egypt in 2019. I added her to my case. She came as an F1. Would that be considered fraud maybe when we interview?
No.
The fact that she came in an F1 and then studied for 2 semesters and joined we didn't meet here. She's been my wife before I moved to the country.
So that would be something we'd have to talk through and think through. I think that could be a problem. Yeah. I wouldn't say it's fraud, but it could be a problem.
Okay. So suing would possibly, bring us a decision. To your point, I heard back in at a previous call that maybe it would be good to review the case and maybe add more evidence, since a lot of things change in Yemen, and maybe when we sue, that will give us a better position, right?
That's right. That's my current advice for people that have been waiting 4 or 5 years, and there's a lot of them, because there was that little time period between 15 and 16 where they just stopped processing those. And they jumped ahead to 2017 and 2018. So there's a ton of people like you. And so what I've been telling people is, update that case and either do it and then sue, or do it while you're getting ready to sue, like sort of do it all together.
Okay. Again, back to travel. Even having an American kid with me, that would not really help me grant access back to the country.
You want me to tell you yes, but I'm not going to tell you yes. I'm going to tell you no.
Would it be 50-50 chances at least?
No, I'd say it's a 75% chance of you having big time problems getting back in the United States with a pending asylum case and advanced parole and TPS. I think you'd have a problem. You could have a problem.
That makes sense.
It's one of those things too, Nash, where the chances of the problem are very small, but the consequences of the problem are very severe.
I see. I understand. That's it, Jim. I'll probably reach out to your office to, discuss suing to move the asylum case a little bit. We'll see what happens.
You got it.
Thank you.
You got it.
Thanks.
All right. That was Nash. Let's see what Kenneth has to say. Hi, Kenneth.
Hey, Jim. How you doing?
Good, buddy. How you doing?
Good, man. I've been watching your show. You're doing an amazing job.
Thanks, brother. How you doing? What can I help you with?
Yes, I actually spoke with your office a couple of weeks ago, but I was like, let me talk to you first. Let me try to talk to you before I move forward. So the thing is, I've gone for interview. That was last March 18th last year, and since then, I've not heard anything from the USCIS. And I don't know what is going on.
What kind of case?
It's a marriage-based case.
When you got married, were you in status or were you out of status?
I came in with B1, B2, and before I actually got married, before I got divorced, before I married my current wife. So at the time I married my current wife, my B1, B2 was still active, was still valid.
So, but did you get married within the 6 months of your entry?
Yes. My first marriage, actually.
Okay, so when did you enter the United States?
Okay, I came in December 2018. December 23rd.
when you entered in December 23rd of 2018, you were married to somebody else back home, right?
Yes, I was married back home. Then I got divorced.
And when did you get divorced to the person back home?
Yeah, I got divorced because before I came, we were having issues because of my coming to the United States, and so we started. My divorce was finalized in February
Of
of
2019?
2019. Yes.
And then when did you get married to the American person?
The first married one I got divorced from, I got married in May.
Wait, so I see what you're saying. So you're saying that there's the ex-wife back in the home country, there's another ex-wife in the United States, and now there's a current wife.
Yes.
Did wife number 2, the first American wife, file for an immigration benefit for you, or no?
No, we didn't file.
How long were you married to that person?
So the moment we got married, I started having challenges. So immediately I moved the motion to get divorced. So we're married for about 4 months.
Okay, so then when you married person number 2, you were past your 6 months of being in the United States, right? So you got married out of status, right?
The one I got divorced from?
No, the one you're married to now. That happened after your divorce to the American lady, right?
Yes. So I got divorced from her. So I got married in December 2019.
So so you were a visa overstay at the time that you got married to number 2.
Yeah, my visa, yes. But it was still active, but I was in the United States. I didn't leave.
What happened at your interview?
So everything went fine. The officer interviewed us separately. But,
for how long? How long?
Yeah, so the first interview was for my wife, about 30-something minutes. About 40-something minutes.
Did they try to scare your wife and get her to withdraw the application?
No. Everything was fine because she was working with, they didn't.
What field office?
The Louisville office in Kentucky.
And did you have a lawyer with you or not?
No.
Yeah, you should have had a lawyer. This is sort of messy. So they're just hoping that your marriage to this new person falls apart, and they're gonna sit on the case for as long as they have to until you sue them. What country are you from?
I'm from Nigeria.
And so tell me about the divorce decree. Did anyone ask you about whether it's legit? Because they are on high alert about fake divorce decrees from Nigeria, especially when the person in America doesn't even go to the court for the divorce. There have been tons of fake divorce decrees. There's these attorneys in Nigeria that are telling people, oh yeah, give me this money, I'll get you divorced, but then they never actually go to court. They just make a fake divorce decree. So have you looked at your divorce decree to see if it's real?
Yeah, my divorce is real because I've left Nigeria since even my ex-wife in Nigeria has moved on.
But that doesn't mean that doesn't mean your divorce decree is real.
Like
it could
from
still be fake. You don't know that it's real. You don't know. I'm telling you, based on what I've seen, it's 50-50 that it's fake. Not that you did anything wrong, but they're gonna come back and say that divorce decree was fake. So if I were you, what I would do is have us look at the divorce decree, try to figure out if it's real. Then you probably need to hire a lawyer not the lawyer who did your divorce decree, a different lawyer. You need to hire that lawyer to go and see if it's a real divorce decree. And if it's not a real divorce decree, then this whole case you have is invalid and it can't be approved.
So you think that is what is causing this delay?
I think there's racial profiling against Nigeria. I think that you fit the pattern that they've seen before. You went and got a visa saying, oh yeah, I'm married, I'm coming back, I'll be back with my wife. Then you get here and you file for divorce. You marry one person, that doesn't work out. Then you marry another person. You're everything that makes them suspicious, everything you have in your case. And then on top of that, the divorce decree is probably fake through no fault of yours. So it's a big old mess,
So
and your green card ain't coming anytime soon. That's what I know.
yeah. So what do you think I should do?
You should reach out to us, and then you should find an independent lawyer, not the lawyer that you paid the money for the divorce decree, to go down to the court, because that's what they do. If you sue them, or if they want to push on your case, they have people at the State Department who'll go over to the courthouse and figure out if your divorce is real or fake. And based on what I'm seeing, and based on the fact that you were here and didn't go to court, it's very likely to me that your divorce decree is fake. And if your divorce decree is fake, then this application that you have pending now, it's a total waste of time.
Yeah. So I should hire a lawyer to go check it out in Nigeria, because I've already started talking to your staff.
Yeah, I would do that. I would do that first, and then if the lawyer verifies in writing on his letterhead that it's a real divorce and sort of outlines the steps of what he did to make sure it's a real divorce, if he does that, then we can sue him.
Yeah, even my wife in Nigeria, she has changed her name. She has moved on. She has.
Doesn't matter.
So what? So another thing that I'm actually concerned about is when the paralegal was filing the form, because at the time my ex-wife in Nigeria has not done, because in Nigeria before you do a change of name, you have to go through the newspaper publication, go to the court, do everything. So at the time she has done that because she was mad, but she has done all of that. But the paralegal put my name. So that was the name my ex-wife in Nigeria was answering. Was answering my first name. So that name came up. So that's another thing I think, that's another thing I was like, let me talk to you about. What do you think about that?
I don't know. That's the least of your problems. You got bigger problems.
Yeah. Okay, so I should reach out to Nigeria first for contacting you.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
All right, bye, Kenneth.
All right, thank
you, buddy. Good luck.
Right. Bye.
All right, everybody. We're gonna wind it up here in a minute. That was a mess. That's a messy situation. People are saying I need to write a book, maybe called The Tales of the Green Card, or How Not to F Up with Immigration. I just did a video. It's going to drop on Monday. It's the 5 ways people mess up their immigration case, 5 big ways. And it's not my usual video. I think it's going to be like 15 minutes. It should be pretty good. We'll probably take a couple more calls. Oh, we're at an hour. Let me talk to Mike, see what Mike has to say. Hi, Mike.
Hey, Jim. Good afternoon. How are you?
Good, brother.
Fantastic, Jim. I'm in Canada. I'm a Canadian citizen. I'm looking to do E2 visa. The problem is the most business I'm finding, they're not going to be waiting for me for 6, 7, 8 months, because interview in Toronto's are pretty long queue right now. What do you think if I come into Orlando and buy the business and start the business and then apply there?
It's risky.
Can I
change of status is really hard to pull off these days.
Okay.
Yeah, changing status inside the United States is really hard.
Okay. So best case scenario, find the business or buy the business. Can I run the business until I get the visa?
Can I own the business until I get the visa? You mean like leave or stay?
Leave. I'll have a manager to operate the business.
Yeah, you could. And I think that would make your E2 case stronger. Yeah.
I cannot draw it. Sorry.
But if you're really serious about this, you need to like call our office and talk to Andrew, because he does our E2 stuff, and it's a lot more to talk about than we can talk about on this phone call.
Okay, sure. I'm sure other people waiting for it. So
no, it's not that. Actually, I'm almost done. But I'm just saying, E2s are hard to pull off. There's lots of moving parts, and so we can help you with it, but we would need to like figure out what the best course of action is, better than I can do on this phone call.
Okay, sounds good. I'll do that on Monday. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Bye, Mike. Bye, Mike. Have a good weekend.
Thanks, Jim.
Okay, I think I recognize someone in the waiting room. I'm going to say hello, and that'll be our closeout call.
Hey, brother Jim.
Hi, Gus. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing all right. I'm gonna pass it on to the person of the hour right now.
That's great.
Here she is.
Hi, Kruvo. Oh, aren't you beautiful? How you doing? How are you doing?
We're doing all right. Hold on. Let me
Oh yeah,
switch
yeah,
it over.
yeah.
Yeah, she
Can you
hear
hear
now.
me? Kruvo, how are you
Yeah.
doing? Welcome to America.
Thank you so much.
Are you in the States?
Thank you for fighting my case.
Sure.
I
Are
do
you
appreciate.
Are you in America? Is she in America? Are you guys in America?
Can you hear pretty good? Oh, you can't hear pretty good. Oh, hold on. Let me see. All right.
Can you hear me now? Can you hear me
Yeah,
now?
I can hear you now.
Are you in America?
Yes, I'm now in America.
That's so great. When did you get here?
I got here last Friday.
Oh my gosh. Well, listen.
Yeah.
We did fight for you, but you know who fought harder than us was Gus. Gus fought harder than us. I told Gus he was crazy. He said, "I'm going to go back home and prove that this is all legitimate." And I said, "Gus, you can try it. It's not going to work." But I was wrong. Gus was right. So Gus never gave up for you. We never gave up for you. So I'm glad that you're here and welcome to America.
Oh, damn.
Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah, you're back
Yeah,
now.
I was just saying, Gus fought for you like nobody else. Nobody fought for you as hard as Gus. We fought for you, but Gus fought for you.
You sound like a robot.
All right, Gus, call back later. Gus can't hear me. We'll talk to Gus next time. He's a longtime client. We filed a lawsuit for him. That was his beautiful wife, Krubo. She just got here last Friday. We're glad to see it. We're glad to see a win. A lot of people lose hope when they file those lawsuits. Gus, call me back when you're not in the car. I think that's the thing. But everyone's happy for you, Gus and Krubo. Congratulations. We love those smiles. Those are great smiles. Have a great night, everybody. And we will see you tomorrow at 3:00 Central. And then I'm taking Monday off. Monday I'll be off, but tomorrow, 3:00. Peace.